Hello, guys. I just felt like I wanted to come on here and talk with you guys. My makeup is very busted. We're just not going to, notice that. Hello, birds out there. But, by the way, I'm wearing my magical shirt that I love so much. If you want to know more about this shirt, go watch my weekly vlog that I posted on my vlog channel. But I really wanted to come on here and talk with you guys because a lot of things have happened today, medical things, actually the past week, if not more. But today I was talking with my friend Amanda for the longest time, and a lot of things were just clicking. Like suddenly we both were just like, oh man, this makes so much sense. This has been a day filled with awareness, filled with knowledge, with this like things happen for a reason, or yeah, a lot with manifestation more on Amanda's part. But yeah, like the way that we are guided. I spoke with Amanda over the phone. We always speak over the phone every day, like for hours. And we spoke about spirit guides, and that me and Amanda, we are always guided, like in many, many, many ways. And it's pretty crazy to think about. And for Amanda, she realized that she messed up a lot, with a lot of things. But she realized that she manifested that. But at the same time, she also realized that it could have gone way more bad because our spirit guides are always there to guide us, or always there to cover us, to put a blanket over us, no matter what it is that we are doing. If it's drug addictions, if it's like, again, doing something stupid, they're always protecting us to make sure that, yeah, you made a bad decision, but let me just put a blanket over you so that the fall is not too heavy. Like, we get an experience out of it. But one of the things that we spoke about today that I want to share with you guys, there's so many things I want to share with you guys, so I'm trying to, be like, oh, relax. The areas in my north node is just all over the place sometimes. But what we spoke about was the fact that both me and Amanda are self-employed. I am a photographer still. I have been a self-employed photographer for the longest time. Amanda has, for the past 2 years, I think, been having her own salon, beauty boutique thing where she's doing eyelashes and, the beauty kind of thing. And she has been very lost in that area. Like, she didn't know what to do. It didn't really bring her joy. And the funny thing is that I have had the same thing with the photography. It didn't bring me joy anymore. And Amanda recently started out a new project. Again, you know a little bit of it from my vlog channel, but I can't talk about it yet. But she's doing something new. I'm doing something new because I'm doing YouTube. I'm going full on YouTube, and it's been a journey because I had to believe in myself, in my skills. I had to believe that this could actually be my full-time job. I can make money with YouTube, and it was a hard thing for me to realize that I can do this. And then to come back to the talk, Amanda today said to me, if you do something with passion that brings you joy, things will come easy to you. And that really made me realize that with the photography, I never understood this like explosion, with the with the light and all that. I never got it. Never. I've been working in the field of photography for 7 years, if not 10 years. And I never understood this, like, how should I put the camera in? Like, how do I do this? I just did things and it worked out. I have my own style. People love that. I was and I am very successful in that job because I have my own style, but I never understood the techniques about photography, or no, I didn't. I did my own stuff. And there's always been this, I wouldn't say struggle, but I always had to, be like, sure that I had enough customers so that I could pay my bills, and I was never really happy about the studio, and there was just a lot of things, I at this at the same time that I really loved that job, I did feel uncomfortable in it in some way. And with YouTube, I understand filming. I have so much joy doing it. I can do it, all the time without a problem. I just saw 333, by the way. And with Amanda, with the eyelash thing, she had so many struggles. Things didn't come easy for her. And now that she's starting out the new project, things are just flowing. Like, she's finding all the things that she needs for that project. It's amazing. So we spoke about it. It was like, it's actually true. If you're going after your life purpose, things will come to you easy. If you're going after a dream that you think is your dream, but nothing is happening, if you feel that it's a struggle and it's hard, it might be because that it's not what you're supposed to do. And I know that's sometimes, not easy to realize, but I had to realize that with my photography, that I love photography, but it's not for me anymore. And another thing that she pointed out, Amanda is so clever. I should do, a video together with Amanda where we are just talking, because Amanda is like a twin sister for me, because our minds are the same. She is a Taurus, but she is Sagittarius rising, and then she is it Libra moon? She has Libra and Sagittarius, so we are, we fit very well together. But, our minds are just, it's just in But another thing, I totally forgot what I was talking about. Another thing that she talked about was the fact that both me and Amanda have this thing where we want to please people, we want to help people, and customer service is, sometimes you do have customers where you're like, oh man, and I have had customers who were psychic who told me that you're actually not meant to serve people. Like, hello, you're not meant to serve people. You are meant to be served. You're meant to receive. And that is the same psychic that told me that I needed to be seen. And back then I was like, I don't know what that means. But me being YouTube, I get it. I totally understand what it means now. But back then I didn't put two and two together. But the fact is that I am not meant to serve people anymore. I am meant to help you guys. I'm serving people in another way. Not physically, but in a more spiritual, mental way, if that makes sense. And I'm meant to do that. And it's the same for Amanda right now, it's more mind-blowing, because there's so many realizations going on today that just really made me think that I keep myself stuck sometimes with doing photography, because actually what Kiris said in the past live reading, that is safe. I just saw 333 again. Whoa. That is safe for me to do photography, because, sometimes I guess that we are thinking way too much about money. So I realized that for me, it is time to go full on with YouTube. Not that I don't do that, but I always try to get the photography in. It has this energy for me to be like, oh, I need to be sure that I also have time for photography. But in my mind, I know that I don't want to do it anymore. And I have to get over that step and be like, I don't need to do that anymore. And I have had customers who are like, well, you can't stop photography. You're good at it. Like, I had a customer some days ago. I never seen her before. She was here, and she was like, it's so sad that you're stopping with your photography, because think about it, you're going to lose so many, so many customers. And I was like, but why? And I was just a bit shocked about it, because I was like, you're getting very personal there. Like, what if I don't want to do that anymore? Again, I am not meant to serve people like that. And it's not to be like, it's not an ego thing, because I need to serve in another way, like in a spiritual way, the way that I help you guys. And I know that a lot of you guys have told me so, like, that I'm meant to do this, and I love you guys for that. I love when I have my little spiritual people out there, telling me that this is what you're meant to do. You are doing a good job. You are actually doing a good job. And I love this new journey. I really do. So that is for you guys to realize, are you feeling joy with whatever it is that you're doing right now? In your projects or in your work, does things come to you easy? Because if they don't, there might be a little hint that there's something else that you need to do. And I know that it can be hard to get to the point, from point A to point B, with, well, what am I supposed to do then? Well, what do you like to do? What is your hobby? Because YouTube for me was a hobby many years ago. I started out my first YouTube video in 2000 and maybe even 2008. That channel is still out there somewhere. I'm not gonna say what it is, but it is out there somewhere. I did show Kiris, and she was just laughing. But think about it. Since 2008, or actually way before that, I always had a dream about doing YouTube, but I never really did it because I stopped myself all the time. So, now I'm doing it. I love that. By the way, I have a new necklace. This is Adventurin, which fits well together with the hoodie. And it fits well together with the past life reading that I did with Kiris. Again, watch my weekly vlog on my other channel. I will link it up here if I haven't already done that. But I just really wanted to come on here and talk with you guys. I am going to film tomorrow. And by the way, the new Tea and Tarot that me and Kiris are doing, it's going to be up every Wednesday. We have a program, ladies and gentlemen. That's so strange. So, be excited to learn about all the major arcanas and minor arcanas. There's a lot of videos. We are also going to film in some days. But I just wanted to come on here to give you guys a little push to go after your dreams, not to be stopped by yourself, because I have been that for the longest time. And the funny, just felt like I saw someone is here. I did have a customer today who was psychic, so maybe she left someone. But I lost it. Oh, and I did actually, I don't know why I just got reminded about that. I'm by the couch. I had a little nappy after my shoot because I was so tired. Also because I talked with Amanda again. And I while I was falling asleep, I had my hand, on my stomach, and it just got very cold. Very, very cold. So I felt like someone was like chilling me down because I fell asleep. And Amanda actually told me that she took a nappy, earlier today. And she explained to me that she'd asked her guides to give her a sign, to give her a sign that she was going in the right direction with everything. And she dreamed while she took the little nappy. And her dream was about something that she healed from her past, which I'm so proud of. I'm not going to talk about it here, but I'm very proud of her because she realized the manifestation thing with you need to take responsible for what it is that you're manifesting in your life, what you have experienced in your past. And the moment that she realized that, something amazing happened. I might talk about that, but it has something to do with her new project. So, she let go of the past, and now new things, opening up. And so after I was like, well, I'm gonna try to take a nappy because I was tired. So I fell asleep and I woke up by the sound of a bell. And I was very confused because I was like, did I hear a bell? Or was it in my dream? And it took me a moment to realize that it was actually in my dream. And this is strange, but it makes sense with the meaning. But I was in a train, and in the train there was a toilet. The toilet means flushing down your emotions. And I remember that I was sitting in the train, and the sun was shining. I was looking out of the window. And there was a toilet. Pretty randomly, but I remember that suddenly it was, I don't know if it just was the most normal thing in my dream, but someone went to the toilet and flushed it, and that means flushing down the emotions and stuff like that. And the next thing that I remember is that I'm sitting in a garden, and it's a specific place in LA. It's so crazy, together with a lot of my together with a lot of people that I have in my life, and we were just all laughing, and being very joyful, and just like, yeah, it was a very joyful laughing moment. And I know that laughing in a dream means like abundance and prosperity is coming your way, and the train is all about moving into something new, going on a journey. So all the things combined was a huge And it was very interesting because before I went to sleep, my little nappy, I asked my spirit guide to show me what I needed to see. Let me dream of what I need to see. So that is something you guys can do because it's actually pretty powerful. Believe me, if you ask before you go take a nappy, not before you go to sleep, this is a nappy. This is nappy meditation. Then you will remember it. Because if you go to sleep, you go to a deeper slumber, and sometimes for me, it's harder to dream if I am in that state. Sometimes I remember it, but then it's because that I do really need to remember it. But power nappies and meditation, guided meditation, I don't know what you call that. That's something that is going to really help you. But to get back to the spirit guide thing that Amanda talked about was, I had an experience the first time I had to go to LA. I was living in France. And I remember I was so scared because it was the first time ever that I was going to another country. And I was laughing. I was crying at the airport. And I remember that there was a guy coming over to me. And he was like, tomorrow is a new day. That's something I really specifically remember. And I have a feeling that that was a spirit guide. A spirit guide took over that person, not in a exorcist thing kind of way, but you guys know what I mean. So, this was a message that I needed to hear. But on the plane, I had to get a connecting flight from Dallas to LA, and Dallas is in, either it was Dallas or it was Denver. I think it was Denver. But that airport is confusing. Like, really. Especially for someone like me who was like a little mouse, alone in the world. Very, scared. I was very scared back then. And I met a guy on the plane who I was sitting next to. And he was very kind. And he was like, well, I'm going to take you to a gate. I'm going to, and I needed to go to custom and all that. Yes. Shit. And he was so kind because I remember that he told me from the... I get chills and I get emotional. Woo. But he told me from, the moment we got out of the plane, don't worry about me because I'm going to get to my plane, because he also needed to connect to another plane. And so I had to go to costume and yeah, I can't remember what it's called now. You guys know what it means. And that was just a hell. And he was like, well, I'm going to take your luggage, and wait for you. I was like, okay. So I went through all that. It was a hell. It took a long time. So I was like, well, he's probably already gone when I get down there again. But he was there waiting at my luggage. So after that, I had to get a train to get to the gate, which also stressed me out. And he actually, he was very calm and was like, I'm gonna bring it to your gate, so don't worry. And I was like, well, you need to get to your connection. And he was like, don't worry. So he he was there for me all the way through. Also security, he made sure that he was in front of me, and he made sure that I got in the same line. It was actually mind-blowing because I didn't know that guy. He went through the whole entire airport with me with the train connection to drop me off my gate. And I just, after I've been thinking a lot about, like, I'm pretty sure that was also one of my spirit guides, if it was not my spirit guide, because he just disappeared. And it's hard to explain, but he just disappeared. And I remember that he gave me his name. And I remember that he explained to me that his name was very, like, it was a religious name. Is that how you call that? Like, was it Abraham? And it was something like that. It was very, very, like, yeah. You guys know what I mean. And it's just, I can't remember the name, but it's like it's there, but I can't remember it. But it was just the whole feeling over him. There was just something, like he spoke to me like he knew me, and was just, if that guy wasn't there for me on that travel, I don't know how I would have gotten to LA. So, it's to show you guys that we are never alone, and our spirit guides are always there, or our angels, again, if I think it would be pretty mind-blowing for us all if we could see the energies around us. But I do feel this is going to be it for this video. I just wanted to come on here and talk with you guys. I do have a last makeup shoot to do before that I am all done for today. But I hope you guys are going to have an amazing day, evening, whatever the time is where you are. If you have had any crazy experience with a spirit guide or angel or whatever, whatever you feel, let me know in the comment below. Let me know your thoughts about manifestation, energies, spirit guides, angels, whatever. And with that, I'm going to let you guys go. Remember to give it a thumbs up, because it does help me out a lot. And oh my god, by the way, thank you guys so much for 13,000 subscribers. Yeah, we did that, people. It's because of all of you, and I'm more than grateful and thankful and everything. And I'm soon going to do a new, free one question reading thing. But yeah, if you haven't already subscribed, make sure to subscribe. Also, jump over to my vlog channel to subscribe. That would also make me happy. I'm trying to reach 10,000 on there. But I hope you guys are going to have an amazing day. I just saw 313, all the signs. But that is it. I love you guys. Thank you for being here for me. And I will see you guys soon. Bye.